for the jump at center court. And the long pass down here to Mitchell. Mitchell puts the jumper up and hits it. Alabama Huntsville on the board first. It looks like they have, are starting at least like they did in the last few ball games, off hot at the beginning of the second half. Torres with the ball over to Clay Engelman. Back to George Torres, to Clay here on the near side. Clay to George Torres. Torres back to Engelman. Underneath to Todd Thurman. Thurman works, puts it up off the board, and can't hit it. Rebound, Keith Pig with it for BNC. Keith brings it on out.
He went in there with the Giants and took that one down. That was an excellent job by Keith. They need to score here.
Torres underneath to Thurman. Thurman hook shot hits it.
Todd's just throwing that hook shot right in that guy's face. That's all you can say about it.
BNC applying pressure. Looney with the basketball for Huntsville. Brings it on down quickly. Guarded there by Keith Pig. Underneath to Mitchell. Mitchell turnaround jumper hits it. They're going to go to their big man too, it looks like.
Bethany's going to have to play better defense coming up the floor.
BNC down by 4 at 42-38. Keith Pig with the ball. Bounces over to George Torres. Torres high post to Milton Green. Back out to George. George far side to Clay Engelman. Engelman working with it. Tried to pass to Milton Green. Stolen away by Looney. Looney into the forecourt for Huntsville. Looney loses it. Keith Pig picks it up. And we're going to have a foul called. Foul's going to go against Keith Pig of BNC.
That was a clean steal. We had a better view than the official. The official on the opposite side of the court tried to call that, and he missed it. Down at the other end, Clay Engelman, who hadn't played much the first half, came in and had a costly turnover for the Redskins.
Looney with the ball for Huntsville. Guarded by Keith Pig, works it into Mitchell. Mitchell, turnaround jumper, can't hit it, rebound. Milton Green with it. Milton, tight D for BNC.
He blocked that one. That was a nice block by Milton. Got up really high with the All-American candidate.
Keith Pig, here in the near corner. BNC's got to score this time around. Todd Thurman in the land of the Giants, puts it up and hits it.
Thurman is just having his best game of the year.
18 for Todd. BNC's got to get that ball right back again. 42-40, Huntsville with it. Monday with the basketball. Monday works on Pig at the free throw line. Pass over to Looney. 20-footer off the rim. No good. Rebound. Tapped up. Engelman with the bound for BNC.
Okay, that's what they needed. Make them take a bad shot. That's what they did.
Long outlet pass tapped off the hands of Ben Mitchell of Huntsville.
John, they don't need to be trying to make passes like that, throwing it from one end of the court to the other. They're just getting into a racehorse game, and that's exactly what Huntsville wants them to do.
Pig, bounce pass over to Torres. Torres spins around on Looney, looks for an outlet, gets it over to Engelman. Engelman into Todd Thurman. Thurman, a jumper, hits it.
Todd's putting on a clinic.
Todd with 20. BNC almost ties up Monday. Pass out here to Knight. Knight gets it over Looney. Looney almost loses it, over to Knight. Jumper, hits it. Ricky Knight with the bucket. He's got 9, and Huntsville leads 44-42.
Huntsville's just blowing down the court too fast. Bethany needs to slow him down a little bit.
In the high post, Milton Green with the ball over here to Clay Engelman to George Torres. Pass stolen away by Monday. Monday goes for the layup, and he hits it.
2 costly turnovers by Clay in the second half.
Monday with the bucket. He's got 13, and Huntsville back by 4 at 46-42. Torres with the ball for BNC. Over to Keith Pig, back over to George Torres, hands it over to Keith. Keith with the ball in the high post, over on the far side. Milton Green by himself, he has his shot rejected. Clay Engelman ties up James Dumas, and we've got a tee called. We have got a technical, well, official was signaling a tee, I guess.
I think he was just trying to get the guy to come out and wipe up the floor where Clay went down.
And the tap goes off, taken, stolen away by Todd Thurman. Thurman gives it off to Keith Pig. The tap was won by Huntsville, but BNC stole it away.
Crucial basket right here, crucial basket.
Keith Pig with it over to Milton Green, over to Torres. Torres jumps it, 22, hits it.
George has got to warm up. We got to have him. I think that Julius Allen's probably going to check in for Milton Green.
Torres with 10. BNC down by 2 at 46-44. And Torres going to be whistled for the foul. Monday goes down hard to the floor, and George whistled for the personal. That will be personal foul number 2 on George Torres.
No, Julius came in for Clay, so they're trying to maybe try to settle Clay down a little bit. He had a couple of turnovers. They want him to.
Monday has the ball tapped away by Torres, picks it up again. Monday with it. Monday is going to be called for, no, we've got a foul called underneath.
Monday is just giving the BNC guards fits. They've got to stop him. They've got to stop his penetration.
Keith Pig whistled for his 4th personal foul.
Here comes Davey Moore in.
Moore into the lineup. He replaces Keith Pig.
Okay, Davey's got a crucial role now. He's got to do the job for Keith and Jeff, who are both in foul trouble.
Inbounds pass to Dumas. Dumas with the ball, gets it over to Looney. Looney with it, jump pass to Monday. Monday can't hit on the shot. Rebound taken down by Dr. J. Allen skies it, got position, and took the rebound.
Okay, Davey needs to get loosened up a little bit. He looks a little bit tight, and just make a few passes and get into the flow of the ball game.
16-16 left to go. Moore back over to Torres. Torres top of the circle. Jump pass underneath. Allen lays it up and hits it.
He got fouled, too. They didn't call that one.
Fell down to the court, and we're tied at 46. Monday with it. Pass on the far side. Looney works it into Mitchell. Mitchell puts it up and hits it. Make that Dumas with the basket.
Dumas just plowed over Davey Moore, and the referees weren't watching. He charged him.
BNC down by 2 now at 48-46. 15:50 to go. Torres with the ball for BNC. Torres over to David Moore. Moore back to Torres to Julius Allen. High post to Green. Back to Torres. Torres with the ball over to Allen. Allen wanted to shoot. Puts it up from 10. Off the rim. No good. Milton Green fights for the rebound. It comes out here. Looney picks up the loose ball for Huntsville. Looney top of the circle. Jumper. 17. Hits it.
Okay, they can't let him run.
Looney with 10. BNC down by 4 now at 50-46. Torres with it for the Redskins. Torres bounce pass over to Julius Allen. Allen needs the bucket down. Torres skies it, hits it.
George is keeping him in the game with the outside shot now. They need to find Thurman again on the inside.
Torres with 12. Looney, fancy dribbling, almost turns it over. Jump shot off the rim, no good. Rebound.
Davey Moore.
Davey Moore picks it off for BNC.
Good alert play. The ball went over Julius's head, and Davey just jumped up and grabbed it. He's done a good job.
Brings it down over to Torres. Torres along the baseline. He's backed into there by Dumas. Lets it fly from 20 off the rim. Bounces around. Tapped up and in by Milton Green.
He came out of nowhere on that one. He came all the way from the top of the key and tipped that ball in. Got a high rebound.
We're tied at 50. 14:40 to go. Monday gets by. Torres pass over to Looney. Looney gets it underneath. Dumas works, puts up the shot, can't hit a rebound. Tapped up, rebound. Taken down. BNC with the basketball.
Okay, they did a good job. George has got to quit gambling so much with his hands at the half-court area and letting Monday go by him. Play more position defense.
Torres with the ball, setting up the play for the Redskins. We're tied at 50. In the high post, dangerous pass. Milton Green gets it back over here. Davey Moore with the basketball. Moore back to Torres, over to Davey Moore. Moore here on the far side, right in front of us. Moore with the basketball. Underneath, give and go with Torres. Hits
That's a block.
And we have got a foul call on Huntsville.
Great pass by Thurman on the high post. They went into Todd. They thought he was going to turn around and take the shot, and he dushed off to George. He's going to have a chance at a three-point play.
Beautiful play. George Torres, 14 points. BNC leads at 52-50. 14:08 left to go here in the second half at Kemper Arena in Kansas City. This is for all the marbles, Kent. We've got to do it now. 14:08 left to go. BNC 52. Alabama Huntsville 50. George Torres at the line to try and complete the three-point play. Torres finally eyes it, puts the ball up, and hits it.
Big basket. Now they got to play defense and contain these guards.
Monday with it for Alabama Huntsville. Monday, pass over here to Ricky Carr. Carr gives it back to Monday. Monday at the free throw line, drives down the lane, loses a basketball, but a foul is called.
Monday's a quick little player, went right down the middle again, gave a nice change of pace move, was going at full speed, little stutter step, went right down the middle. He's going to shoot 2 shots, I think. He might have been passing, though.
Julius Allen called for the foul.
George's groin muscle's been bothering him a little bit. It looks like he's out at half court holding. It looks like he's maybe bothering him a little
Monday
more.
at the line, hits on the free throw. He has been exceptional from the free throw line.
I think he should definitely be on the all-tournament team.
53-51. Monday with the second one. That's also good. He's got 15 on the night. That makes him 8 out of 8 from the free throw line tonight, or 9 out of 9. Davey Moore with the ball for BNC over here to Torres. Torres underneath. Todd Thurman in the land of the Giants puts it up. Can't hit the shot. The rebound by Ben Mitchell.
He got fouled that time on the hook shot. The guy grabbed him on the arm. Not the first man, but the second man came over to help.
Ricky Knight holds up. Hands it over to Looney. Looney gets a pick, works on the baseline, jumper off the rim, no good. Milton Green skies for the rebound for BNC. Davey Moore picks it up. Bounce pass over to Julius Allen. Allen tried to go in off his hands and out of bounds and turns it over to Huntsville.
That was a good pass by Davey. He blocked that shot down the other end, went up and blocked a Looney shot from behind. Julius should have handled that one.
13:23 left to go. Looney with the basketball. He's long past David Moore. Moore comes back, pass underneath to Fitch. Fitch walked with it.
Travel. Milton was going to block that dunk. He went up to try to dunk it. Milton Green went right up with him. These guys have dunked on everybody in the tournament. The first game against Norfolk State, Virginia, they had 12 slam dunks.
They blew them out by 30.
And the Bethany hadn't let them dunk on them yet tonight, except for after the whistle was blown.
BNC leads it by 1, 53-52. Torres over to Moore, back to Torres, over to Julius Allen, underneath Milton Green, works on Mitchell. He's called for traveling.
These guys are, Milton Green's a little bit intimidated tonight. He's worried about getting his shot blocked, and he's not going up as quick as he usually does. He'll shake that off in the next few minutes, but he needs to do it as soon as possible.
Got to take advantage of those turnovers. Inbounds pass to Looney. Looney with the ball for the Chargers. Pass over here to Mundy. Mundy works on David Moore. Torres comes over to guard him, gets it over to Mitchell. Mitchell underneath tonight. Knight loses the basketball, picks it up again, goes up for the shot, can't hit it. Rebound put up by Fitch, and we've got a foul called.
They're giving them 2 and 3 shots inside. They got to block out.
12:46 to go. BNC up by 1. A dangerous lead at 53-52. That'll put Jeff Fitch at the line. The foul goes against Julius Allen of BNC. For Dr. J, that will be his 3rd personal foul.
That's crucial. They can't let Julius foul out of the ballgame. He's been their big man enforcer type on the boards.
Free throws up and good by Fitch. We're tied at 53. Off the rim, bounces out, and the rebound. Dr. J is fouled on the play.
By Looney.
Looney got a hand in there, fouled him, his 3rd personal foul.
That could be crucial. If they can get Looney or Mundy in foul trouble, Bethany could be in good shape, because the other guard they have coming off the bench is not near as quick or near as good a shooter as the 2 starting guards.
That is only team foul number 2 against Alabama Huntsville here in the second half.
That could be a factor late in the game.
Torres with the ball, gets it over here to Julius Allen. Allen with it. Allen works in to Milton Green, back to Dr. J. Want a free top. Thurman underneath. Moore gets it over to Torres, flies it from 25 and hits it.
George he's really hot tonight. They just need to get the ball to him. Let him shoot from outside.
17 for Torres. BNC by 2 at 55-53. Mundy with it. Works by Davey Moore. Jumper 13, hits it.
Mundy is just killing us. He's just killing the Bethany guards.
Mundy with 17 points. We're tied again at 55. 12:02 left to go. Torres with the ball for Bethany. Gets it over to Julius Allen underneath. Todd Thurman works on Mitchell. Jumper, can't hit it. Rebound fought for Mitchell. Pulls it down. Knight pulls it down rather for Huntsville. Gives it off to Looney. Looney brings it down. Jumper from the free throw line. Off balance. Puts it down. He was fouled. Looney scores it. He's got 12. He'll be at the line to try and... No, he's called for the charge.
Offensive foul. Good job by Davey Moore. I didn't know how they were going to call that. Looney has been coming up and blowing down the court and didn't commit himself at the top of the key for the jump shot, and he floats towards the basket, and Davey Moore just jumped up in front of him, took a great charge. Moore went down the floor hard. He's really determined to stop Looney. Bethany scores again. They may try to bring him out of the zone, or they may try to bring him out now. I think they'd want probably a 3 to 5 point lead before they try to pull him out of this 2-3 zone.
57-55. BNC trails by 2 to Torres along the baseline. George works, puts it up and hits it.
Here comes George. He's about to put it back in. They're going to the 3-2 zone on the defensive end and try to make Huntsville shoot from the outside, but they're deadly from the outside, so they have to get a hand up in their face.
Torres with 19. We're tied at 57 with 11:19 left to go. Mundy with it. Skies a pass over here to Knight. Knight along the baseline. Knight looks for an outlet, works it back here to Looney. Looney with the ball for the Chargers. Looney wants to hand off to Mundy, does over the head of Davey Moore. Moore has his hands up guarding him, almost takes it away. Mundy back out here to Looney. Looney jump pass over to Knight. Knight loses the basketball, but we've got a foul called.
That's on Torres. That should be his 3rd personal. And they called it on Julius.
Dr. J with 4. That's going to hurt BNC.
It's going to hurt him badly on the boards. Engelman's going to have to come in and do the job. They might even bring Schleybaugh in if Clay's having some problems.
Exactly 11 minutes left to go. Knight goes to the line for 2 shots. First one is up. No good.
Well, how about that? They missed a free throw. They haven't missed many free throws tonight, Huntsville.
Engelman replaces Julius Allen for the Redskins. Knight will have the second free throw for BNC. Knight puts up the second one, rims out, no good. Rebound taken by Julius Allen. That's unusual. Hope we continue that the rest of the night. 2 free throws missed by Ricky Knight.
Cross your fingers.
57 all. 10:50 left to go. Torres gets it over to Engelman. Back to Torres. Over here to David Moore. Moore with the basketball. Moore back to Torres. Back to Davey Moore. Back to George Torres. Torres with the basketball to Davey Moore. Back to George. Hands it off to Davey again on the far side. Davey back out here to Clay. Clay, 15-footer off the rim, no good. Rebound. Fitch with it. Fitch outlets to Monday. Monday brings it down for Huntsville. Monday holds up, wants to pass. He's almost tied up there. Give it off to Mitchell, gets it back again. Monday living dangerously over there, gets it back. Ball tapped away, taken by Mitchell of Huntsville. Back to Looney, back to Monday, top of the circle. Monday with it over to Looney. Looney skies it, 23, off the rim, no good. Rebound out long. Davey Moore fighting for it. Went off the hands of Ricky Knight. They're going to call it the other way.
Davey Moore dove for the ball and then hit Knight's hands and went out of bounds, and they didn't get it. Clay took a bad shot down the other end. He should have waited up until he got a little bit more into the ball game before going down and putting up an 18-footer.
Monday puts it in. Mitchell has it stolen away by Clay Engelman.
He made up for it right there. Clay did a
right
great
out of
job.
his hands. Davey Moore with the ball for BNC.
Just strength. Let's wait for George, guys.
Back out here to Torres. We're tied at 57 with 9:55 to go. Torres over to Davey Moore. Moore with it. Moore, cross-court, dangerous pass. Torres flies it from 20 and hits it.
That's the man. Torres and Thurman are going to win the national championship for Bethany. They got to have their offensive output.
Torres, 21 points, and the Redskins by 2 at 59-57. Pass here, Ricky Knight. Ricky Knight almost walks with the basketball. Hands it underneath. Mitchell works on Thurman, puts it up, can't hit a rebound, tapped up and good.
Okay, Bethany in the zone now, not doing as good a job blocking out as they were earlier.
I think we'll give that one to Knight.
They've got to, even if they are playing zone defense, they've got to find a man when the shot goes up and block him out, because as good as these guys can jump, they can jump from 8-10 feet away from the basket and still get up on the rim, tip it in.
59 all, 9:24 left to go. Torres with the ball for the Redskins. Torres over here to Davey Moore, back to George. George to Davey. Back out to Torres. Torres to Moore. Moore with it, cross court to Torres. Torres flies it from 23, no good. Rebound, air ball taken.
He got
by
fouled.
Mitchell.
George
Gives it
got
off to
fouled.
Looney. Looney, pass Monday. Monday hits it.
Torres got fouled on the other end. They didn't call it.
BNC down by 2 at 61-59, 8:55 left to go. Moore with it over to Torres. Torres with the ball over here to Engelman to Torres. Clay Engelman here in the near side, back out to George Torres. Torres to Milton Green out high, back over to Torres. Torres going to drive with it, puts it up. His shot rejected. Todd Thurman goes up, hits his shot, and he was fouled.
George went up with the shot. They blocked it. Thurman went up high, got the rebound, and went right through the player and got the three-point play opportunity.
Mitchell called for the foul, his third. Todd with 22 on the night. He's the leading scorer for BNC.
Don, it seems like they're just a little bit away from just breaking out and getting a 5-point lead and pulling them out of the zone, and that's what they need to do. They just need to really just turn up their intensity level and get the ball back and go up higher with the lead and pull them out of the zone, make them play man-to-man, because they're not a very good man-to-man team. They'd like to trail a lot.
Todd at the line, hits on the free throw.
Big free throw.
Todd with 23. We got to play tight D now.
Bethany in a 2-2-1 zone press.
8.5 left to go. Long outlet pass here to Fitch. Fitch holds it up, gives it off to Looney. Looney driving on the far side, works on back. Torres guarding him closely, gets it off to Monday. Monday with it, working on Engelman, gets it over to Knight. Knight underneath Mitchell. Mitchell puts it up and hits it. Ben Mitchell with 16 points. They're going to their big man underneath.
All right, on the low post, Bethany's got to put a little more pressure on the front of the man instead of just playing right behind him. They're trying to play behind him.
63-62. Exactly 8 left to go. Torres with it over to David Moore. Moore with it to Milton Green. Back out to David Moore. Moore back over to Torres. Torres going to drive along the baseline, puts it up. He's fouled on the play.
Maybe offensive.
Yeah, I think they're going to call it the other way. Torres whistled for the charging foul.
He had a 10-footer, but he tried to go on in a little further and drew the charge.
George's third personal foul. That will put Huntsville into the bonus situation with the 1-1. 7:50 left to go. Huntsville 63, BNC 62. We come on down to the other end of the floor where the big man, Ben Mitchell, 6'7" center senior out of Atlanta, will be at the line for the 1-and bonus. Mitchell, a good free throw shooter, puts the first one, no good. Rebound out long. We've got a foul call. Clay Engelman was fouled on the play.
We're not in the 1-and-1 yet, though. They only have 14 fouls this half with 7 minutes and 49 seconds left, and that's a good job on Huntsville's part.
Knight called for his second personal foul. That will be the 15th foul against Alabama Huntsville.
We can't emphasize how crucial it is for Bethany to score every time down the floor. They have to score every time.
Torres with the ball for BNC. Over to David Moore. Moore with it. Gets it over to Clay Engelman. Engelman back to Moore. Over to Torres on the far side. Underneath, Todd Thurman. Turnaround jumper. Can't hit it. Rebound taken by Mitchell of Huntsville. Ricky Knight to bring it on down for the Chargers. Gives it off to Looney. Looney with the ball here on the near side. Looney back to Mundy. Mundy top of the circle. Almost walks. Gets it over to Knight. Knight with the ball to Mundy. Mundy with it for the Chargers. Works on Engelman. Jump pass in the corner to Looney. Looney back out here to Mundy. Mundy to Knight. Knight drives down the lane, puts up a shot. Off the board's no good. Rebound tapped up by Mitchell. Mitchell's going to be called for the foul.
Good job of blocking out. Like I said a while ago, when you're in a zone, you still need to go pin a man when the shot goes up. And Milton Green did a good job of pinning and bidding Mitchell on that last play, made him come over his back.
That's Mitchell's fourth. BNC on the next foul on Huntsville will be into the bonus.
Okay, Bethany's got to score this time down. They got to get a good shot.
Just under 7 left to go. Doug Slaybaugh going to check in for BNC. Engelman with it on the far side over to Torres. Torres back to Clay. Back over to George. Underneath, they get it to Thurman. Goes off his hands and out of bounds.
Costly turnover. Costly turnover for the Redskins.
Slaybaugh going to replace Milton Green for BNC. 6:49 left to go. The Redskins down by 1 at 63-62.
Okay, Bethany's had 3 blown opportunities their last 3 times down the floor.
Mundy brings it down for the Chargers. Mundy with the basketball. Pass the far side over here to Looney. Looney back out to Mundy. Mundy with the basketball. Mundy hands it off tonight. Back to Mundy. Mundy with the basketball. Gets it over to Looney. Looney underneath. Mitchell works on Slaybaugh. Puts it up and hits it.
3-point lead for the Huntsville team.
Mundy with 18 and BNC down 65-62 with 6:17 left to go. Torres with the ball for the Redskins. Torres gets it over to Moore. David Moore with the basketball to Clay Engelman. Engelman back to Moore, back to Torres. Torres underneath to Todd Thurman. Thurman works on Mitchell, puts it up, hits it. He's fouled. It's going to count.
Todd has beaten 3 players down in the block. They throw it in the block. He's beaten Mitchell, Knight, and that time Looney came down there and tried to help out, and he beat him too.
Foul goes against Jeff Fitch. That is his 4th personal foul. Looney with 4, Mitchell with 4, and Fitch with 4. 4. Alabama Huntsville. 6:01 left to go. Thurman at the line for a free throw.
Coach Gresham will probably come back with Allen and Pig in a few minutes.
And the free throw is up and good. We're tied at 65. And we've got a timeout taken by BNC. 6:01 left to go here in the second half. We're tied at 65.
Bethany's in the ball game all the way. They just got to do a better job on the defensive end.
Long outlet to Fitch here in the forecourt. Fitch with the ball, hands it off to Mundy. Mundy with it. Puck closely over there by Clay Engelman. Finally gives it off to Ricky Knight. Knight almost walks with it. Looney with the basketball for Huntsville. Looney underneath to Mitchell. Mitchell turnaround jumper, hits it.
Bethany, they're still trying to play behind the low post. They need to get around in front in the zone especially.
BNC now trails by 2 at 67-65. 5:32 left to go. Engelman with the ball on the far side. Back here to David Moore to George Torres. Torres works along the baseline on Knight. Gets it back to David Moore. Moore over to Clay Engelman. Engelman back to Moore to Torres. Torres almost loses it. George with the ball. Bounce pass over to Moore. Back to Torres. Torres with the ball over to Slaybaugh. The ball's tapped away. Picked up by Ricky Knight. Knight gives it off to Mundy. Mundy with it to Looney for Huntsville. Back over to Mundy. Mundy with the basketball for the Chargers. Hands it off tonight. Back to Mundy. Mundy to Looney on the far side. BNC into a zone defense. Mundy with the ball. Back to Looney. 4:50 left to go. Far corner back to Mundy. Mundy drives the lane. Wants to shoot. Jump pass stolen away by BNC. Clay Engelman with the ball.
He needs to hold up.
Clay going to hold up almost over and back violation.
Oh, he was close. He was really close.
He swung his foot over the line but never touched into the forecourt.
We're sitting right here on the half-court line. It wasn't a violation, but a lot of the crowd thought it was.
Torres with it for BNC. Bounce pass to David Moore. Moore back to Torres. Torres going to drive. Puts up a pass underneath to Clay Engelman. And we have got a foul called underneath. It's going to go against Ricky Knight of Huntsville. That will be 3rd foul on Ricky Knight.
Great play by George on the pass inside. Now Clay Engelman, like we talked about last night, has got to get good leg motion to hit his free throws, and He hasn't shot from the free throw line tonight, I don't believe. And he hasn't taken but about 2 shots from outside. So these are really big free throws. Bethany down by 2 with 4:26 left to play.
Engelman's free throw off the rim, rims around, no good. Falls out. Mitchell pulls down the board for Huntsville. Gives it off to Looney. Looney with the ball over to Mundy. Mundy back out here to Looney. Looney with the ball on the near side, flies it from 15, hits it. Looney with the bucket for Huntsville. He's got 14 on the ball game. BNC down now by 4 at 69-65 with 4:05 left to go. Torres with the ball for BNC. Torres over to Clay Engelman. Engelman with it. High above his head over to George Torres on the far side. Torres with it back to Davey Moore. Moore back out here to Clay Engelman. Moore back with the basketball. Off to Slayball, back to Moore. Moore to Torres. Torres with it. 3:46 left to go. Torres over to Clay Engelman. Engelman with it high above his head into Torres. Torres going to try and drive the baseline pass into Todd Thurman. Puts it up. His shot rejected. It's goaltending.
All right, they got to play D. They got to play D and get the ball back.
28 for Todd. We're back by 2 now at 69-67. 3:39 left to go.
That's got to be about 25 points for Tyler tonight.
Mundy with the basketball for Huntsville, gets it over to Looney in the far near corner here to Knight, almost stolen away. Mundy with the basketball for the Chargers, gives it off to Looney. Looney underneath to Mitchell. Mitchell loses it. He's fouled on the play.
That was a crucial foul. Bethany needs to get the ball back without fouling. Davey came down low. Davey Moore came down the low post to help Thurman out and hacked the guy on the arm. Here comes Julius Allen back in the game for board strength, either for Schleybaugh or Engelman. He's coming for Schleybaugh.
Moore whistled for his first personal foul. Keith Pigg also come in.
Davey Moore did a good job in his minutes played, and that's what they needed out of him. He just filled in for the other guys that had 4 fouls, and they've got to play better defense.
Both Allen and Pigg with 4 personal fouls. That will put Mitchell at the line for the 1-and bonus. The first free throw is up and good. A rule he was fouled in the act of shooting. That will be 19 points, and they lead now by 3. Second one by Mitchell is up and also good. He's got 20, and BNC down now by 4 with 3:21 left to go. Torres with the ball for BNC. Torres with it. Pass into Julius Allen, back to Torres, over to Keith Pigg. Pigg along the baseline. Keith with it, over to Allen. Allen hands it off to Torres. Torres going to drive, puts up a shot off the boards, no good. Rebound tapped up, and it's going to go over to BNC. They knocked it off the hands of one of the Chargers underneath there.
Well, Bethany knocked it out of bounds, and the ref was in position to make the right call, but unfortunately for the Redskins, they're going to get the ball back and get another chance.
2:59, BNC down by 4. Underneath, they try to get it to Todd Thurman. Todd almost loses the basketball. We've got a foul called. Now they rule it was out of bounds off of one of the Charger players.
Well, they're just down there playing with fire on that baseline. They need to get a good shot. The clock is not in their favor right now.
Pigg, long outlet pass here to Torres. Torres.
He just beat the 5-second count, just barely.
Torres gets it over to Keith Pigg on the far side. Keith with the basketball for BNC. To Allen underneath Todd Thurman. Thurman goes up. He's fouled on the play. And Looney's going to be whistled for his 5th personal foul. He knew it. He was running on down already.
That's going to be to Bethany's advantage because they have one good ball handler in the game now.
John Hanna comes in the lineup for Alabama Huntsville. 2:45 to go. BNC still down by 4.
Hanna hasn't played in tonight's game. That's not the same guard they put in earlier, and I'm not sure. I haven't seen him play this tournament. I don't know what kind of ball handler he is.
They had Orr in there before for him.
2 big free throws. They've got to hit these.
Todd Thurman will be at the line for a couple free throws for BNC. .245 left to go.
It's going to go right down to the wire.
Thurman at the line to shoot. 2 free throws. Todd puts the first one up and hits it. He's got 29 points on the evening.
That's good. I believe his season's high is 37 at Oklahoma Baptist, but it couldn't have been in a more crucial time tonight to have the points that he scored here. It's his best ball game of the year.
Todd puts up the second one. He hits that one also. He's got 30, and BNC going to apply some tight D here. Ball stolen away by Torres, knocked out of bounds, and it goes right back to Huntsville. 2:41 to go. 71-69. BNC going to pressure Alabama Huntsville down here. Inbounds it to Hanna. Hanna with the ball for the Chargers. Hanna across the timeline. Keith Pigg guarding him closely. Looks for an outlet, works it back out here. Almost taken by Todd Thurman. Monday with the basketball. Monday drives around. Stolen by George Torres. Long outlet pass. Todd Thurman going down. Puts up the layup and hits it.
He got fouled. They didn't call it. He got fouled.
He was hacked from behind. 32 for Todd. We're tied at 71. 2:16 left to go. Monday with the ball for Alabama Huntsville. Monday across the timeline, top of the circle, pass to Hanna. Hanna underneath to Fitch. Fitch with it. Fitch bounce pass to Knight. Knight walks with it.
Back to a man-to-man, and it paid off.
Knight walked with the ball.
They got the ball back.
Lauren Gresham up off the BNC bench. He calls a timeout. 2:07 left to go. BNC 71. Alabama Huntsville 71. We'll be right back. This is Bethany Nazarene College basketball. 2:07 left to go. We're tied at 71. Do you think there'd be any possibility that Coach Gresham would want to hold off now for that last shot?
You know, I don't like to really try to coach from over here. That's a tough job, and I don't know what he's going to do, but I think that he'll probably bring the ball down and just if they have an opportunity to score, take it inside and score.
But
if
only
they don't,
get that ultra high percentage
yeah,
shot.
they want the ball in Thurman's hands on the low post because he's just killed them down there. He's got 30 points tonight and put on a clinic. Or if Torres has a good shot that's open, I'm sure that he's got the green light. He's had it all year, and he's Mr. Cool in these situations. He's done it to everybody we've played against.
2 minutes to go. Torres with the ball for Bethany.
Oh, key change. They've come out and tried to play a little bit of a man, it looks like. No,
Keith Pigg.
just toyed with them out there.
Matchup zone. Keith Pigg with the ball for BNC. Keith with it, hands it off to Todd Thurman out high.
No, it's
Todd
a
with the
legitimate
ball
man.
To Clay Engelman, back out here to Torres.
Bethany going to go to set 2.
Torres into Engelman, high post. Engelman holds onto the ball, puts it down on the floor, hands it off to Torres. 1:36 left to go. Torres with the ball for Bethany over to Keith Pigg.
Okay, they're going to post Thurman up here. They're going to post Thurman up.
Pigg with it over to Julius Allen. Allen with the ball back to Clay Engelman. Over to George Torres. Torres with the ball for BNC. Hands it off to Todd Thurman. Thurman in front of the BNC bench. Back over here to Clay Engelman. Underneath, tried to pass it to Julius Allen. Fought for on the floor. And we've got a jump ball called.
That was a dumb pass. That pass shouldn't have been made. It was costly. It was a risky pass. And Bethany's going to have to really get up on this tip and get the ball, or Huntsville may play for the last shot with 1:14.
Mitchell, their big man, down on the floor and gasping hard like he may have had the wind knocked out of him.
Number 30 should be the one jumping. Mitchell didn't tie the ball up. It should be number 30.
1:14 left to go. We're tied at 71 all. Clay Engelman to jump for BNC against Ricky Knight. For Alabama Huntsville. Got to have the tip on this one. And the tip goes off to fought for there, and I thought we had it tied up there. Pass down here to Monday. Monday gets it underneath to Fitch. Fitch lays it up and good. Fitch with the bucket for Alabama Huntsville.
They charged and they didn't call it. Pigg
Fitch
took the charge.
We're under a minute now. 73-71 Alabama Huntsville on top. Torres with the ball for the Redskins.
It's do or die right now for Bethany.
Over to Keith Pigg. Pigg underneath to Todd Thurman. Thurman works on Mitchell. Lays it up. Off the rim. Tipped up. That's goaltending.
Well, they tied it up. Thurman tied it up. He's the man. 34 points.
34 for Todd indeed. We're tied at 73 with 44 seconds to go.
They got to hold him. They got to
Monday.
stop him.
Monday with the ball for Alabama Huntsville. Almost tapped away indeed.
10-second call. Watch it.
And he finally gets it across the 10-second line. Tapped away. Stolen by BNC. Todd Thurman with it. Todd called timeout. No, he didn't.
Bethany's going to take the last shot now.
We're tied at 73. 26 seconds left to go. Keith Pigg with the ball for BNC.
They ought to take a timeout.
Started by Monday. Back out here to Torres.
There they go. Timeout.
Torres with the ball. BNC's going to call time. 20 seconds left to go. In the championship ball game, at least in regulation time. Kent Davis, they've got to keep hold of that ball and nothing at all tricky.
They've got to get the ball inbounds first of all. They'll probably run a set play. They're going to get it in Torres' hands and either let him go and take the last second shot or dump it inside to Thurman. I wouldn't be surprised if they just let Torres handle it all the way out, clear everybody out to one side like Kansas State did today for Rolando Blackman. He hit the game winner for them and let Torres go down one side and take the shot. This is it. The national championship's on the line here in Kemper Arena.
20 seconds left to go here in the second half. BNC 73, Alabama Huntsville 73. The BNC cheer block up on their feet cheering off to our left. BNC will get the basketball.
Okay, they're going to try to run a set play, but they don't need to turn it over.
Keith Pigg to key it in for the Redskins. Keith gets it in to Dr. J, Julius Allen. Nobody likes to fool with the doctor over there. Hands it off to George Torres. We're down to 13 seconds. Torres working on Monday. Torres with the basketball for the Redskins. Dangerous pass underneath. It goes off the hands of Todd Thurman. BNC turns it over with 7 seconds to go. Alabama Huntsville wants a timeout. We're tied 73 with 7 seconds to go. Still 94 feet away from the other bucket. Alabama Huntsville will have the basketball out of bounds. BNC going to apply full court pressure on them. 7 seconds to go.
They don't want to get beat long.
Keith Pigg going to let the man throw the basketball in. A long pass down here, almost stolen. And on the point, he travels. He travels with the ball.
Bethany's going to get the last shot. He traveled.
Fitch got the inbounds pass. He fell to the floor. He's called for traveling. 5 seconds to go. We're tied at 73.
They need a timeout. They need to take a timeout.
Lauren Gresham up off the bench. He's not asking them to take a timeout. They're getting everything set over there. I'm surprised that they haven't taken one. Inbounds pass to Julius Allen. Allen with the basketball. 4 seconds. 3, 2. Jay puts it up. He can't hit it. We've got overtime. 40 minutes of basketball. We've got a 73-73 tie. BNC and Alabama Huntsville. You couldn't ask for a finer championship game. Overtime, of course, in college ball, 5 minutes long. We'll be ready for the tap-off of the overtime period in just a few moments. BNC with several guys into foul trouble. Keith Pigg with 4, Jeff Witsit 4, Julius Allen also with 4 fouls for BNC. The Redskins coming out. Todd Thurman will be out there along with Julius Allen, Milton Green, Keith Pigg, and George Torres. They're going to be going with
Dumas has come back in.
John Hanna. Dumas will be in there. Ricky Knight.
Julius Allen's going to try to jump Dumas. Milt hadn't had much success, and they've lost both of the half tip-offs, and
Monday
they
Mitchell
need
also
this
in there.
one. They need this tip.
Allen tips it up, and it goes off to Alabama Huntsville. Knight with the ball for the Chargers, gives it off to Mundy.
Bethany back in the 3-2 zone.
Mundy with the ball for the Chargers, gets it off to Knight here in the near corner. Back out, ball tapped away, almost stolen by BNC, and we've got a foul called on Milton Green of BNC.
They were just going for the ball, and they ran into each other, and the ref called a foul.
That'll be the 3rd personal foul against Milton Green. Both ball clubs into the bonus situation.
Mundy, he's money at the line. He's 9 for 9 on the night, and he's up there again. He should be good for him. Maybe the pressure will get to him.
4:47 left to go in the overtime period. Monday's free throw is good.
10 for 10 on the night.
Monday with 22 points for Alabama Huntsville. They're up on top 74-73. Monday with the bonus shot. Puts it up and hits it.
They got to get it inside to Thurman. Go for the 3-point play.
23 points for Monday. BNC down by 2 now. 75-73. Torres with the ball for the Redskins. Torres over to Julius Allen. Allen with it over to Milton Green. Back out to Torres to Keith Pigg. Pigg wanted to shoot, didn't. Works along the baseline, underneath to Todd Thurman. Thurman works on Mitchell. His shot rejected. It's tapped out long here and out of bounds. Picked up by BNC. Todd Thurman over to Julius Allen. Allen goes for the layup. Can't hit a rebound. Tapped up. No good. Milton Green goes for it. He gets it. Puts the jumper up and hits it.
Great hustle by the Skins on the boards.
Green
Tied it
with
up.
the bucket. He's got 14.
They got to play defense. They just have to stop them down here if they got any chance of getting the ball back and going down and taking the lead.
4:02 left to go. Monday with the basketball over to Hanna. Hanna with it. Works it in underneath to Dumas. Turnaround jumper. Hits it.
He just went up over 3 Bethany players.
Dumas with 6. BNC trails by 2 at 77-75.
They got to score every time down the floor because Alabama Huntsville may try to go to a delay game if they don't.
Pigg with the basketball for BNC. Pigg underneath. Milton Green jumper off the rim. No good. Allen rebound.
Great.
Puts it up and good.
Julius came out of nowhere.
Allen with 6. We're tied at 77. 3.5 to go.
All right, they got to play defense now.
Monday with the ball for Alabama Huntsville. Monday back to Hanna. Hanna to Monday. Monday underneath. Mitchell drives, puts it up, rims out, no good. Rebound, fought for, and it goes off the hands of Ricky Knight of Alabama Huntsville, and BNC gets it. Looked like Julius was come over the back by Knight also.
Yeah, he had good inside position. Came down with it hard. You know, it's a judgment call again. The ref opted not to call the over the back violation.
3:07 to go. Torres with the ball for BNC. He's going to wait out there and try to get this zone taken off, and they do. They go back to a man-to-man defense. Keith Pigg with it.
I've seen the delay game backfire too many times in the tournament. Here they're going to play.
Thurman back to Allen, over to Torres. Torres with the basketball, fancy dribbling. Jump pass over to Milton Green. It goes off the hands of Dumas of Alabama Huntsville. BNC will have it. 2:49 left to go.
George has put some zip on that pass. The Huntsville player luckily tipped it out of bounds.
77-77. Keith Pigg to key it in for the Redskins. Long pass back out here. Dangerous. Torres got it. Pass into Pigg underneath. Works it to Todd Thurman. Jumper hits it.
Todd Thurman he may even be on one of the All-American teams the way he's played tonight.
36 points for Todd. BNC by 2 with 2:35 to go.
They need a turnover, John.
Monday with it. A pass in the corner to Knight. Knight not guarded too closely. He's going to move it around. Looks for a pass. Hands it off to Hanna. Hanna.
They're playing man-to-man again. Man-to-man pressure by the Redskins. Watch the lob.
Hanna gets it over to Monday. Monday guarded by Keith Pigg. 2:15 to go. Monday with the basketball, gets a pick from Knight. Stutter step, walks, puts it up, can't hit the shot. Rebound, tapped, rebound, taken by Julius Allen.
Put it on ice.
BNC by 2, and they have the basketball.
They're going to put it on ice. They got to.
Torres with it. 2 minutes exactly to go. Torres with the ball for BNC.
They're going to play.
Milton Green high above his head over to Julius Allen. Allen in the high post. Todd Thurman with it. Puts it up, can't hit the rebound. Rebound by Julius Allen, can't get it. Green gets the rebound. He was fouled.
Okay, Bethany's, they're opting to play inside. Milton was fouled. They've just been working hard. Thurman's looks like he's got a big scratch on his leg from the aggressive play inside. All 3 of the Bethany big men have been pounding the boards this half. And another Chargers fouled out of the ballgame. Dumas, that should hurt him.
Is out of the ballgame. His 5th personal. Fitch checks back in for K.O. Willis's ball club from Alabama Huntsville. BNC up by 2. Milton Green will be at the line. They're going to call this a 1 and bonus instead of a shooting foul. I'm not quite sure about that one either.
Well, I think that before Milton got the shot off, they came over his back.
1:48 left to go. BNC up on top, 79-77. This has been a heart stopper, Kent Davis.
I was on the elevator today with Milton Green and Todd Thurman, and one of the Huntsville players was on the elevator, and a young lady asked him who they played in the finals tonight, and he didn't realize that Thurman and them were in there, and he said, "We play some little old team from Oklahoma." So he was really, really cocky, and that Thurman didn't settle. He didn't like that too well. Todd wasn't too happy about it. I won't quote him, but he wasn't real happy about that.
Kind of like saying something in the papers and having them put it up on the locker room bulletin board.
It's much more effective when the guy says it in person.
Green hits it.
Big free throw.
Green on the free throw. 15 for Milton. We are up by 3.
John, if we win this ball game, I'm going to be over these press tables so fast that you may have a blank announcement.
Hits on the second one. Milton with 16. BNC applying some pressure on defense. 1:45 to go. BNC by 4. Hanna finally across the timeline. Found some fancy dribbling there, not really necessary. Gets a pick over here on the near side. Pass over to Fitch. Fitch to Ricky Knight. Knight loses the basketball. Butt for underneath. The ball goes out of bounds. Saved for Hensel. Picked up by Torres. Torres outlet to Thurman. Thurman goes down. Can't hit the shot, but he was fouled.
Bethany's there. We're there, John. All we got to do is hit our free throws, and we can be the national champions. Great pass by Torres. Great hands by Green. Hustle by Pigg. Julius Allen, we're going to do it.
They're already slapping hands down there. Dr. J is going to, I don't know what he's going to do when this is all over.
I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to run out and hug him.
Oh,
this is great. Let me tell you something right now. This team has been written off at different times throughout the year. A lot of people said we peaked too soon. You were at midseason form too early. You can't play the big games. You can't play the tough competition. The game's not over yet, but no matter what happens, we have a team full of scrappers.
Todd,
and they've fought all year.
2 biggest free throws that he has ever shot. First one's up, rims out, no good.
He gets another one.
1:22 left to go. 81-77, Bethany on top.
We don't need to prematurely celebrate. I'm getting a little bit excited, and so is everyone else, but this team is so explosive, and they have such a good ball team that it's not over until the final buzzer.
Chris Orr into the lineup for Alabama Huntsville. He replaced Dumas.
They're going to come out pressing after they make their next basket.
Thurman hits on the second free throw. Todd with 37. We're up by 5. 1:20 left to go. Orr brings it down. Orr with it over to Hanna. An inexperienced backcourt for Huntsville. Hanna with it, gets it underneath to Mitchell. Mitchell up over Green, hits the free.
Here comes the press.
Shot.
3-point lead for the Redskins.
Mitchell with 22. They're pressuring the Skins over to Julius Allen. Allen with it, guarded closely. Long outlet to Milton Green. Green free.
Good,
Green
smart
holds
play.
up. Smart play. Indeed. Back out here to Julius Allen. Allen back over to Torres. 53 seconds to go. We're up by 3 at 82-79. Todd Thurman with it. Hold on. Todd has it knocked out of his hands. He's fouled by Ricky Knight.
He's going to go to the line, shoot a 1-and-1.
Knight with his fourth.
They need to keep it in the hands of Torres as much as they possibly can. I know that you have to move the ball in the passing game, but when you have an All-American like George Torres on the floor with his leadership and ball handling ability, he needs to be there.
More key free throws here. Todd Thurman with a biggie.
He needs to make this so we got a 1-point game if Huntsville can score next time down. I'm sure they can.
Thurman eyes a free throw off the rim, no good. Rebound, Mitchell with it for Huntsville. Gives it off, almost stepped away. Orr with it across the 10-second line. Orr dribbles around, gets it to Hanna. 40 seconds to go. Hanna to Orr. Orr pass over to Hanna. Hanna flies from 15, hits it. Hanna with the bucket. BNC being pressured underneath. The inbounds pass finally to Torres. Torres gets it over to Julius Allen. Allen spins around. Good work by Dr. J. Hold on to it. Almost fouled over to George Torres. Torres underneath to Todd Thurman along the baseline. Puts up a shot. He was fouled on the play. He goes head over heels.
Well, John, I question Bethany penetrating that time. If I was George, I would have backed it back out and made him foul me instead of risking a turnover on a pass or whatever.
And the fifth foul on the big man, Ben Mitchell. He's out of the ball game.
That was a pressure shot by Hanna. That's the first attempt at a field goal he had all night, and it went in. Todd's got to hit these free throws. It's on the line right now. 19 seconds left, 1-point lead. If he misses either one of them, they can go down and tie. We could have another overtime. They should have pulled the ball out and held it. They should have let George dribble around and run the clock out and let him foul him.
We've got 19 seconds left to go. 3 of their men have fouled out. They're going to bring in Harvey Craig, a 6'8 junior out of Birmingham. Dumas is fouled out. Looney is out. Now the big one, Ben Mitchell, the chicken man, is out of there also.
How many points does Thurman have?
Thurman on the night is by far the leading scorer. He's got 37 points. That equals the season high, which he had against OBU.
He can break it on this free throw and get 39. I'd love to see Todd get 40. And you know what? I don't know if the Riders would do it. They could name him the most valuable player.
They may very well do that, indeed. Todd at the line for 2 free throws.
Todd needs wrist action to hit his free throw. I can usually tell if he has good action. That's
Puts
in.
it up. He's got it. Thurman puts BNC up by 2 at 83-81.
We worked real hard in the offseason to work on Todd's free throw motion, and it's all in his wrist. When he breaks his wrist well and goes off his fingertips, he's going to hit it.
Todd,
that was
second
good.
one's good. BNC by 3. Orr with the ball. Orr with it, top of the circle, almost walks, gets a pass over here to Craig. Craig flies it from 15 off the boards, no good. Rebound, put up, no good. Rebound tapped up by Orr, no good. Comes back to Orr. Orr goes up, he hits on the shot. 5 seconds left to go.
Okay, they got 5 seconds left. They need to get the ball in bounds, and somebody's going to have to go to the line to shoot the free throws.
Orr with the bucket. They had 3 or 4 different shots underneath there, and none were seeming to fall except when Orr, the small man, picked up the loose ball and put it back in.
Well, Coach Gresham had told the Redskins when they got the ball inside to back off and not foul. If they get a 3-point play, it's tied up and we're back into possible overtime again. Right now what they want to do is avoid a turnover at all costs, get the ball in bounds, preferably in George Torres' hands, and let him get fouled and let him handle the pressure when he goes to the line.
5 seconds left to go. BNC 84, Alabama Huntsville 83. It's been a cliffhanger all the way, fans.
The best game of the tournament.
No doubt about that. Alabama Huntsville getting perhaps a little more than they had bargained for. Bethany Nazarene destined, it seemed, to come in here and win the tournament. And right now we are on the verge of doing that.
This is a team that's just, it seems like it's meant to be. I've been a part of it most of the year, and it just seems like things have just fallen into place. The brackets up here worked out right. We played the 2 and 3 seeds early, got our confidence up, and it just seems like the team that's meant to be. And they just need to get the ball in bounds and send somebody to the line. If they can't get it in, they should call a timeout.
It's 11:20 in the metro area, and I'm sure nobody going to bed at this hour.
I'm a nervous wreck.
Julius Allen.
Watch a charging foul. I don't want to get a charging foul on Torres.
Gets it into Torres. Torres back over
That's
to Allen.
We're
3,
winning.
2, and Julius Allen is fouled with 2 seconds to go.
I didn't think they were going to do it.
Julius Allen was fouled on the play. fouled by James Monday. Monday with only his first personal foul. The Redskins lead it by 1 slim point with 2 seconds left to go. Dr. J at the line for the 1 and bonus.
John, I am just dying to get over there to the bench with my teammates.
We will give you that opportunity.
You will?
I will.
Can I go now?
No, you can't go yet.
Please.
Just so you bring him over here so we can talk to him
I'll
afterwards.
bring somebody over there if you'll let me go. Can I go?
Not yet.
Okay. I just want to get over there before the pandemonium breaks out.
And it looks like it's starting to break out already as they're crowding down here by the basket where Julius Allen is shooting. Dr. J with the free throw on the 1 and bonus, puts it up, hits it.
We win.
Dr. J with 7, BNC with a 2-point lead. This one is the critical one. They can still, on a Hail Mary shot, tie it up. Julius Allen at the line. This could be the national title on the line right here. Hits it! A long down-court pass. Knight puts it up and hits it. BNC has won the national title. Bethany Danbury College, #1 in the country. The shot was put up at the buzzer. It counted. The final score, 86-85. BNC has won the national title, beating Alabama, Huntsville, here at Kemper Arena in Kansas City.
There's a party going on right here, a celebration to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate your party with you. Come on now.
And for the all-tournament team, George Torres of BNC named to the squad. You can hear the thunderous applause from the BNC boosters off here to our left. And Todd Thurman, 39 points tonight, named to the all-tournament team. Very, very deserving of that award. George Torres named the MVP of the tournament. George getting the trophy. And all the congratulations from the populace here at Kemper Arena.
It's a celebration. Let's celebrate. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's all right, baby. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's all right.